Okay, let's talk about the Setup Wizard. Now, the Setup Wizard is something that typically would run automatically the very first time you take your GrandCare out of its box and turn it on. That would be the first thing that you see is the Setup Wizard would run. But maybe that happened some time ago and you want to or need to run the Setup Wizard again. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But first, why would you want to do that? Well, there's some important reasons why you would need to run that Setup Wizard more than once, more than just that first initial time. And that is because running the Setup Wizard is the only way to add health devices to your GrandCare system. Now, the Setup Wizard does some other things. It tells you where to find the help wiki. It offers you to configure your network settings, but those are things that you can discover and achieve in other ways. After all, you can go down here to the settings icon, and here you see you can access your network settings and change them, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But the only way to add health devices to your GrandCare is to run the Setup Wizard, and you can see here's the button for doing that now. When I click it, I'm going to be asked for my administrator PIN number because these are restricted to administrators. They are administrator settings over on the right-hand side. So when I go for the Setup Wizard, it's going to ask me for that PIN number, and I'll just type it in. And there goes the Setup Wizard. Welcome to GrandCare. This Setup Wizard will help you get connected to the internet and set up some of your new devices. If you need more help, visit us at help.grandcare.com. As you can see, you get a nice welcome video and you get referred to the web address where you can find all the GrandCare documentation should you need it. Now let's take a look through the Setup Wizard. I'll just touch the next button. And now the Setup Wizard is going to evaluate my network status. And in this case, my demo system here in the office is connected. But if it was not, I would be told that it is not connected. And I would have to change my network settings. So let's just take a look and see what that looks like. I'll go for the Reconfigure button. Now I'm asked to choose which connection type I would like. Typically, your GrandCares are going to be installed wirelessly, but sometimes not. Then you would choose the Ethernet option. I'm going to take a look at the wireless option first. And so the Setup Wizard looks for any Wi-Fi SSIDs, any Wi-Fi networks that it can see that I might want to connect to. And if I choose the one, it'll ask me for that password. And once I've done that, it'll reconfigure the network and it'll show me that I'm connected, or if there's a further problem, I might have to revisit this section again. But my connectivity is good. I'm going to go for the next button then. Now this is where the Setup Wizard detects Bluetooth in the Touch PC. And since it does have Bluetooth internally, it then says, offers to let me pair any of these health devices that you see here. And I'm going to be covering how to pair some of those devices in separate how-to videos. But it's important to know that this screen right here is the only way to pair health devices to your GrandCare. So you must run the Setup Wizard and you must get to this point, and here you would choose the device you want to pair and follow the instructions therein. Now sometimes when you choose one of these options, it will play a video for you to tell you how to pair that specific device and guide you through that process. And sometimes it will ask you first to identify which model of health device that you have, because sometimes depending on which model you have, there are specific instructions just for it, and then it will show you the video that's just for that particular device. And of course, once you're done with it, there'll be a big green checkbox here that you can see to tell you that you've successfully paired that device And once you've paired all the devices that you want, you would just click next, and then you would get back to the main menu as a normally started up GrandCare system with your new health device paired.